The text from my mother arrived at 3:17 a.m., and it said two words that should have been completely normal, but instead made my blood turn to ice water in my veins. Come outside. I stared at the glowing screen in my dark bedroom and felt something cold crawl up my spine because I could hear my mother snoring through the thin wall that separated our rooms. She was asleep. I could hear the familiar rhythm of her breathing, the soft whistling sound she made when she slept on her back, the creak of her bed when she shifted position. My mother was 15 feet away from me in a deep sleep, and yet her phone had just sent me a message asking me to come outside into the darkness, where nothing good ever waited at 3 a.m. I sat up slowly and read the message again, hoping I had misunderstood or that my tired eyes had played tricks on me in the darkness. But the words were clear and unmistakable. Come outside. No punctuation, no explanation. No follow-up message clarifying what she needed or why she was texting me in the middle of the night instead of simply walking to my room. The message had come from her contact, from the number I had saved under Mom with a heart emoji, from the phone that I knew for certain was charging on her nightstand because I had plugged it in for her before she went to bed. I got up and walked to her door and pressed my ear against the wood and listened to her breathing for a full minute before I was satisfied that she was genuinely asleep. Then I opened the door as quietly as I could and looked at her nightstand where her phone sat face down on the charger, its small LED light blinking green to indicate a full battery. I picked it up and entered her passcode and checked her messages and found our conversation thread empty except for text from earlier that day about groceries and what time I would be home from work. There was no message saying come outside. There was no record that she had sent me anything at 3:17 a.m. or at any time after 9 p.m. when she had gone to bed. I went back to my room and checked my phone again, and the message was still there, still glowing on my screen, still demanding that I go outside into the night. Come outside. Two words from my mother's number, a message that existed on my phone but not on hers, a summons from someone or something that knew how to spoof the contact I trusted most in the world. I did not go outside. I turned off my phone and lay in bed with my eyes open and listened to my mother breathe through the wall until the sun came up and I could pretend that none of it had happened. The second message came 3 nights later at exactly 3:17 a.m., and this time it said something different. I can see your light is on. Come outside. My light was not on. My room was completely dark. I had been asleep for hours when the buzz of my phone woke me, and I read those words that made my skin prickle with a fear I could not name. Whatever was sending these messages was watching my house. It was paying attention to my window. It was lying about what it could see because my light was definitely not on, which meant it was testing me, trying to get me to react, trying to make me do something that would give away my position in the darkness. I checked on my mother again and she was still asleep, her phone still on the charger, still showing no record of the message that was burning on my screen like a demand I could not ignore. I went to my window and looked out at the street in front of our house and saw nothing but empty sidewalks and parked cars and the yellow glow of street lights illuminating patches of concrete. There was no one standing outside. There was no figure watching my window. There was nothing that could have sent that message, and nothing that could explain how it knew to pretend it could see my light when my room was dark and I was invisible behind closed curtains. I started sleeping with my phone in the kitchen after that, far enough away that I would not hear it buzz if another message came through. It did not help. The messages started appearing at 3:17 a.m. every single night, and each one was slightly different, slightly more insistent, slightly more specific about details that no stranger should have known. Your mother looks peaceful when she sleeps. Come outside. The car in your driveway has a dent in the back bumper. Come outside. You forgot to lock the side gate again. Come outside. Each message contained information that was accurate, details that could only be known by someone who had been watching our house, studying our routines, learning the layout of our property with a patience that terrified me more than any threat could have. I told my mother about the messages after the first week, and she looked at me with concern that I mistook for belief. She checked her phone and found nothing, and suggested that someone was spoofing her number, that this was a prank or a scam or some kind of harassment that we should report to the police. We filed a report, and the officer took notes and said there was nothing they could do without more evidence of a crime. Sending text messages was not illegal. Pretending to be someone else was not illegal. Only when the harassment escalated to threats or trespassing could they take action. I asked what I was supposed to do until then, and he shrugged and said I should probably stop responding to the messages. I had never responded to a single one. The messages continued for 3 months, and I learned to live with them the way you learn to live with a chronic pain that never quite goes away. Every night at 3:17 a.m. my phone would buzz, and another message would appear from my mother's number, asking me to come outside. The details varied, but the request was always the same: come outside. It became a ritual, a nightly reminder that something out there was watching and waiting and wanting me to step into the darkness. I never went, I never responded. I never did anything except read the messages and delete them and try to forget that they existed. Then the messages started appearing when I was not at home. I would be at work or at a friend's apartment or at the grocery store, and my phone would buzz, and the message would say come outside, even though I was already outside, already in public, already surrounded by people and light and safety. The request no longer made sense, and that was when I realized that whatever was sending these messages did not actually want me to come outside. It wanted me to engage. It wanted me to respond. It wanted any kind of interaction that would create a connection between us, a thread that it could follow back to wherever I was hiding. My mother got sick 6 months after the messages started, and I spent most of my time at the hospital, watching her deteriorate from a cancer that had been growing inside her for years without symptoms. The doctors said it was aggressive and advanced, and that we should prepare for the worst while hoping for the best. I sat beside her bed for hours every day, and every night at 3:17 a.m., my phone would buzz with a message from her number, even though her phone was in a plastic bag with her other belongings and had been dead for weeks. Come outside. I can see you through the window. Your mother is not going to wake up. Come outside. The messages knew things they should not have known. They knew about the diagnosis before the doctors told me. They knew about the experimental treatment that we decided not to pursue. They knew about the DNR order that my mother signed with shaking hands on a morning when she was lucid enough to understand what was coming. Whatever was watching me had access to information that went beyond simple surveillance, beyond stalking, beyond any explanation. that made sense in the rational world I desperately wanted to believe in. I should have thrown the phone against the wall. I should have screamed or cried or done something that normal people do when they receive a message from their dead mother's number moments after watching her die. But I felt nothing except a cold curiosity that had been building for months, a need to understand what was behind these messages, what wanted me so badly that it had spent half a year trying to lure me outside. I walked to the window of the hospital room and looked down at the parking lot, 4 floors below, and saw a figure standing next to my car. The figure was wearing my mother's clothes, the blue cardigan she had worn on our last good day together, the white sneakers I had bought her for her birthday. The figure was too far away for me to see its face, but it was looking up at my window with a posture that suggested patience, that suggested it had been waiting a very long time for this moment and was willing to wait longer. As I watched, the figure raised one hand and gestured toward itself in a beckoning motion. Come outside. The motion said everything the messages had been saying for months. Come outside. Come down here. Come to me. I did not go outside. I pulled the curtains closed and called a nurse and told them I needed help, and I did not leave that room until security had checked the parking lot and found no one standing near my car. They showed me the security footage, and there was nothing there, just an empty parking space where I had seen the figure as clearly as I was seeing the screen in front of me. The figure had not been captured by cameras. The figure existed only for my eyes, only in the space between looking and understanding, only in the realm where things that should not exist could reach out and try to pull you toward them. I moved 3 states away after my mother's funeral and changed my phone number and deleted all my social media and tried to become invisible to whatever had been watching me. It worked for almost a year. I started to sleep through the night. I stopped checking my phone every few hours. I began to believe that whatever had been stalking me was somehow tied to my mother, that her death had severed the connection, that I was finally free from the 2 words that had haunted my dreams for so long. The new message arrived on the anniversary of her death at exactly 3:17 a.m., and it came from a number I did not recognize, a number that was not in my contacts, a number that should not have been able to reach my new phone that only 3 people in the world knew existed. The message was longer than usual, and I read it with hands that trembled so badly I almost dropped the phone. I found you again. It took a while, but I never stopped looking. Your mother helped me understand where you went. She talks to me now. She tells me everything. She says she misses you and wants to see you again. I told her I would bring you to her. Come outside. I am standing on your new street in your new city, in front of your new apartment. I can see your window. Your light is on. I know you are reading this. Come outside. Your mother is waiting. I am waiting. We have been waiting for so long, and we are so very patient, but our patience is not infinite. Come outside, or I will come inside. The choice is yours, but the ending is the same. Come outside, come outside, come outside, come outside, come outside. It waved at me with fingers that were too long and bent in too many places. It opened its mouth, and I could not hear what it said through the glass, but I could read the shape of the words on those lips that were my mother's lips, but wrong. Come outside. It took a step toward my building, and I ran to check the locks on my door, and heard the buzzer for the main entrance start to ring, a long, continuous tone that meant someone was pressing the button and would not let go. I am writing this in my bathroom with the door locked and a knife in my hand, and I do not know what else to do. The buzzing stopped 5 minutes ago, and I have not heard anything since, but I know it is in the building, because the silence is too complete, too deliberate, too much like the silence of something that is listening for me to make a sound. My phone has been buzzing every few seconds with new messages from numbers I do not recognize, all of them saying the same thing, all of them demanding that I come outside or come to the door or come to the window or come to wherever it is waiting for me. The latest message arrived 30 seconds ago, and it was different from all the others, and it is the reason I am writing this, the reason I am putting this story out into the world where someone might find it and understand what happened to me. The message said, "I am inside now. I am in the hallway. I can hear you breathing through the door. Your mother says she loves you and she cannot wait to see you again. You do not need to come outside anymore. I am coming to you. I am right here. I am so close now. Open the door. Let me in. Let me show you what your mother became. Let me make you the same. I can hear something breathing on the other side of my bathroom door. The breathing sounds wrong, too wet and too slow, like lungs that are full of something other than air. The doorknob is starting to turn even though I know I locked it, even though I can see the lock is engaged, even though locks should not work that way in a world that makes sense. I do not know if this message will reach anyone. I do not know if anyone will believe me. I only know that I never should have ignored those texts for so long, because ignoring them did not make them stop. It is inside the bathroom now. I do not know how. The door never opened, but it is here, standing in the corner, wearing my mother's clothes, wearing something that looks like my mother's face from a distance, but falls apart when you look too closely. It is holding out its hand toward me. It is smiling with a mouth that has too many teeth. It is speaking with my mother's voice, but the words are all wrong. Come with me, it says. Come outside. I have been waiting so long for you. Your mother misses you. Your mother needs you. Your mother loves you so much, and she sent me to bring you home. I am going to stop writing now because there is nowhere left to run and nothing left to do except take its hand and follow it wherever it wants to take me. If you are reading this, then please understand that I did everything I could to resist. Please understand that I never responded to the messages. Please understand that ignoring the thing that watches you does not make it go away. It only makes it angry. It only makes it patient. It only makes it willing to wait until the moment when you have nowhere left to hide. Please check your messages tonight. Please see if there is a text from someone who should not be awake, asking you to come outside, waiting for you to engage. And if you find one, do not ignore it. Do not wait for it to stop. Run as far as you can. Because the thing that sent me those messages has been looking for others like me, others who ignored its requests, others who thought they could hide from something that has no body and no face, and no limitation on where it can reach. Your phone is probably buzzing right now. Go ahead and check it. Tell me I am wrong. Tell me there is no message waiting for you from a number you trust, asking you to step outside into the darkness where something is waiting with a face that is almost human and a smile that is not a smile. Come outside. Come outside. Come outside.